Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where I'll work with you step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. We're now beginning to make our way through grade 3. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you will find the free PDF information sheets that I make reference to. All the information that you need to know will be on those sheets. They're available in US letter or A4. There's also a page with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also access information about the books that I have available. If it is that you're working towards your theory exam, I've written a book, How to Take Your ABRSM Music Theory Exam, and it's full of hints and tips and techniques of how to best prepare for that exam, and also how to best make use of the time in your exam when you're actually sitting that paper. So if you go to sharonbill.com, it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be fab, and if you subscribe to keep updated, then you'll stay in touch with all the things that I've got in store. So let's crack on and let's move on to grade 3 theory. We'll be carrying on with the first part of that section. So if you turn to page 6, we're continuing to look at Demisemiquavers. So we're going to look at this exercise 3, and then you will also need to refer to the PDF sheet A. And so exercise 3 is working on that again, just a few little maths skills to keep going. So have your pencil and eraser to hand. Exercise 3 asks us to add one or more rests in each of these examples here to complete the bar. Wherever there's an asterisk, like a star, we need to complete the bar by adding a rest. Now that looks like it's going to be really tricky with all these minute, tiny little note divisions. However, if you just remember that you need 8 demisemis or 8 30-second notes to complete a whole beat, or alternatively you need 4 to complete a half beat, that should make it manageable so you can work out what it is that you actually need. I'll look at this first one with you. So here's the example that they gave us. We need 3 quaver beats or 3/8 notes per bar. Here is the bar where something's missing. We've got 1 half a beat there, 1 quaver or 8th note, so that's half a beat. And then we know that 4 of these also make half a beat or a quaver or an 8th note, and so we just need 1 more, and so we need to add the rest. Let's look at A together. So here's the bar in question. So this little set here, let's figure out what we've got. If you refer to your sheet, if you remember, we need 8 demisemis to complete a whole beat. And so far in this we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we know that we've got a whole beat there. So there's 1 beat, there's half a beat. We need another half a beat to make it 2 beats per bar, and that is our half a beat rest. So there's a quaver rest or an 8th note rest. So it's quite easy if you just kind of keep referring to the pyramid and just complete your units in small values. So I suggest it's perhaps best if you press pause, have a go at these next few exercises yourself. Do just try it yourself. You always learn better, even if you make mistakes. You learn by your mistakes. You're only ever writing in pencil, so we can always just erase it if it's wrong and try again. So just have a go and then we'll work through it together. So I'm hoping that you've had a little go at this exercise 3 on your own. So let's work through it together. So if you remember, we need 4 of these demisemis or 30-second notes to make a half beat. And so looking at the bar in question here, we've only got 3, 1, 2, 3, and so we know that we need at least another one in rest form to make a half a beat. So there we have 1 quaver or 8th note complete, and then those 2, 1, 2, 3 quaver beats per bar, we know we're done. Let's carry on into this next one. So now we need 3 crotchet beats or 3/4 notes. So let's see what we've got here. Here's the missing unit. So we've got a full beat here, we've got a full beat here, here we've got a half a beat and a quarter beat, and so we need another quarter to complete the whole beat here, and so inside the beam we just need a quarter of a beat as a rest, so that's a semiquaver rest there, or we could say 16th note. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So D, this is the bar in question that we've got to look at. There are 4 crotchet beats per bar, 4 quarter notes per bar. So let's see what we've got here. So those 1, 2, 3, 4 make a half beat, and then we've got another half beat there, so that makes a whole, so that's 1 beat. Half plus a half makes another, and then half plus a half makes another, and then we've got half a beat here, so we're half a beat missing. 1, 2, 3 and a half, so we're half a beat missing. We just need a quaver rest, or an 8th note rest. So that one was quite simple. Let's go again. So this is the bar in question now on exercise E. We should have 3 crotchet beats per bar, or 3 quarter notes. Let's see what we've got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus this one here, which would divide into another 2, would be like the equivalent of 7, 8. So we know that all of that is 1 beat. These 2 together make 1 beat. These 2 together make a half a beat. So we've got 1, 2 and a half. We should have 3, and so we just need a quaver, or an 8th note. Okay, let's carry on. So F, we should have 2 crotchet beats, or 2 quarter notes. This is the bar in question here. Now then, we know that we've got 1 beat here, and then we know that 4 of those make a half. So we know that we're going to need another 2 demi-semis to make up a half a beat, and then we need another half a beat as well here to make the full beat. So what we really need is, oh, let me think now, hold on, 1, sorry, they make a quarter, don't they? And then there's a half, there's a quarter, there's a quarter, that's a half. So we just need half a beat, don't we? Yes, I got a bit lost in my maths there. Yeah, just keep dividing it down. There we go. Double check that one. Half, half. Yeah, okay. It just looks like it needed a bit more. There we go. So we just need to fill in that missing half a beat. Let's have a look at the next one. Let's see what we've got here. We should have 4 beats in a bar. So here we can see they're already beamed to make a whole beat. 2 quarters make a half. So before we do anything, we need to finish that half into a whole. So what we'll do, we'll just add a rest. Remember, every new beat needs a new rest. So now that's worth a beat, because half plus a half is a whole. And then we've got 2 beats here. Now we could do crotchet, crotchet. However, if you remember, the rule is, from the previous grades we've learned, that we can do a 2 beat rest, a minim rest, or a half note rest, so long as it doesn't cross the halfway point of the bar. So every new beat needs a new rest, except from here we can actually condense that into a half a bar's rest. That's one of the exceptions, where we can just group the rests. That was covered in a previous grade. Let's have a look at this last one. So here we need 3 crochet beats per bar. So we've got 1 crochet beat there, and then here we know that we need 8 of these. If you just refer back to your PDF, we need 8 demi-semis to make a whole beat. So far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need the equivalent of 2 more demi-semis, which would be a semiquaver as a rest, or a 16th note rest. Can you see how that would complete the unit of 8 there? There we go. So it's a little bit tricky. However, if you haven't got it quite right the first time round, it doesn't matter. You can erase it and try again. And so I hope that's been helpful to you. If you can give me a like, that'd be fab, and subscribe to my channel to keep updated. Please do go to sharonbill.com. It's all there for you to help you on this theory journey. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.